What's up guys? Today I'm going to talk to you about shoulder rigs with your DSLR. Now, if you've watched my other videos, you know that I'm not a huge shoulder rig guy. I don't like shoulder rigs that much ever, really. But I know some of you guys out there love your shoulder rigs. So you're all about that shoulder rig life, and I want to show you basically how to deal with and how to find the proper balance and setup for your shoulder rig. Before I continue though, shoulder rigs are necessary, especially if you have, like a RED camera or any kind of bigger digital cinema camera, C300, C100, etc. And you have a lot of GAC on there, meaning a lot of gear. Again, jargon. But, if you have a lot of shit on there, like if you have to have a Teradek and you have to have follow focus and you have to have a monitor in the back and you have to have, you get my point. When there's a big rig with a lot of stuff on it, yes, shoulder rigs are a necessity at points, but for the DSLR, in my opinion, they're not necessary. I'd much rather have a monopod and a nice handheld rig. Excuse me. Jesus. So, that being said, for you shoulder rig guys, here it goes. My favorite shoulder rig for a DSLR, for the money, is the Redrock, what the hell do they call this thing? Oh, the iSpy. Sorry guys. The Redrock iSpy. Now this is the full kit with the offset plate, so the camera's in front of your face, and with counterweights. Now this is all piecemeal. You buy each part individually. This rig is expensive. And most of the times when I was selling these, people did not want to buy the counterweights because, again, they're like, I think 75 bucks a piece, and plus this vertical plate here, I think it's 175. I forget. I'll link all the parts in the description below. But like I said, this is expensive. I think it's around 1,000 bucks, maybe even more, to get everything here. But if you have to have a goddamn shoulder rig for your DSLR, here's how you approach it. So if you don't have an external monitor, the reason why you need the offset piece is because the camera needs to be in front of you, okay? So you can actually see the monitor when you're shooting. And again, when I'm using this, I'll still put the left grip up, or right grip, whatever you prefer, but I like the left grip for some reason. So I'll have it like this, so I can still get in there and manipulate the lens, okay? Now, to get this rig balanced, again, you have to have counterweight in the back because you have your camera rig in front of you. Normally, like on a shoulder mount camera, the camera's on your shoulder directly. So the weight's naturally distributed and centered on your shoulder. That's the goal. You want the center point of balance on your shoulder. The second it's not on your shoulder, your arms are then taking up all the work to balance your rig. And that's where you get fatigue real fast. And that's what blows everything. That fucks all your shots up when you're tired because you're struggling. Then you hate life. You start drinking. You dip into drugs. You don't want to do that. So anyway, here's a proper setup with the DSLR. Now, again, I can't stress enough, if you're going to do this and you're going to have a DSLR in front of your goddamn face like this, you don't have to, but you should really, really, really just get the counterweights. And honestly, you need two. One weight doesn't do all that much, even with just the camera and the lens. It's not going to do, in my opinion, enough to get the balance. Right now, I have good balance with this rig, okay? Now, let's say I didn't have this offset bracket. And just to make things fast, I'm going to pop the camera off, and I'm just going to take out these two rods. So, now the camera can just go right there. Okay, so camera's on here. Actually feels a little bit better balance-wise, but what's the problem? The problem is I can't see the monitor when I'm shooting. So now, if you're shooting like this, I mean, you're doing all kinds of stupid shit to try to see what you're shooting. So unless you have an external monitor, this is not gonna work. You need to have the offset bracket to be able to have the camera in front of your face. Now, if you have the luxury of having an external monitor, I'm gonna show you how to mount it in a rig like this, and you could probably even eliminate the counterweights. So we'll go jump cut and I'll show you with the monitor. Boom! Here's the rig. So as you can see, I got rid of the offset plate, so the camera is now resting directly, or as close to I can, directly on my shoulder. This rig is actually a lot lighter, so it feels better, and I have nice balance. And if you notice, the way I like to mount my monitor is I like to top mount the monitor. I don't like to have it off. I mean, ideally I'd have it off the rods, but you know, just in case, this is how I've rigged it. I'll go shoe mount to a female 1/4-20 adapter, an articulating arm straight into, this is a TVLogic. TVLogic, in my opinion, is the best on-camera monitor you can get. It's a 5.6 inch. It's the sharpest. It's the easiest for me to pull focus off of. I just think it's the best monitor. But again, I mean, if you're fucking shooting DSLR, the amount of stuff that I have right now for this small camera, in my opinion, is a little ridiculous. Like, so what? So now I have a shoulder mount, but why? Like, I can get a monopod like I've shown you in the other video. I can have the monopod and the camera by itself, and I can still give you every shot I can get with this. And again, this is a handheld rig. So now my eye line, I gotta turn my fucking cell phone off. Sorry, guys. These group texts kill me. Idiots. How wildly unprofessional of me. But anyway, what I was saying was, on a monopod, I can get all the shots I can get on this shoulder rig, plus tons more. But I get it, you guys, some of you guys love your shoulder rig. So here's how I'd approach, without having to have counterweights, because as you can see, they're gone, a shoulder rig with the DSLR. But again, I hate it. I just don't like it. But this is the cheapest way. I mean, kinda, it's actually, this is way more expensive now because I have a monitor. In terms of the rig cost, the shoulder rig cost, this is now a cheaper option than adding the 2 more rods, the offset, and the 2 counterweight counterbalances. The 2 counterweights. But again, for you guys, if you're shooting DSLR, you're kind of taking the beauty out of the small form factor that is a DSLR, because now I have all this shit. So if you love your shoulder rigs, those are the 2 ways to approach it. Camera either has to be in front of you and it needs to be counterweighted in the back for proper balance, or you get an on-camera monitor, mount it in front of your face so you can see it. Something else to consider, now when I manipulate the lens and it's on my shoulder, I have to reach, I mean, I have to do this kind of weird song and dance to just fucking get a monopod and get a handheld rig. I'm telling you guys, it's so much better, unless you have a big camera with a bunch of shit you need to put on it. I just think it's so much more streamlined to shoot the other way. But if you have to, there's your 2 options. That's how to get proper balance on a shoulder rig. Once again, thank you for watching. And if you like this video, please subscribe. And if you have any questions about any of your rigs, please feel free to email me in the address in the description below. If you have a rig and you need help finding balance or help just setting it up properly, if you have any questions, please send me a picture of your rig as it is now, so I can help you to determine how I would configure that setup. So thanks for watching, guys, and until next time.